beautiful morning to our listeners. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, everyone. It's time for the program, Nigeria Today. It's a news and current affairs program that looks at trending issues, and this morning we shall be looking at yet another trending issue. Of course, the Nigerian Society of Engineers is joining the rest of the world to celebrate this year's activities, the World Engineering Day. And of course, this day has been set aside to look at issues relating to the activities of engineers around the world, the performance of engineers, and of course, that important and most exalted ethics of engineering as a profession. And to discuss this issue this morning, I have with me in the studio packed to the brim with professional engineers, led by the chairman, Niger State Society of Engineers, himself an engineer Dr. Mohammed Liman Yerima. He is a fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers. He's also the provost, MENA Institute of Technology and Innovation. You are welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you for having me.
We also have in our midst Engineer Ndagi Maman. He's a member Nigerian Society of Engineers and General Secretary Nigerian Society of Engineers MENA branch. He's also the Chief Electrical Engineer, Niger State Electricity Regulatory Commission. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, sir.
We also have Engineer Abubakar Kawu Aliu. He's a member Nigerian Society of Engineers, Technical Secretary, Niger State Society of Engineers MENA branch. He's also the Chief Mechanical Engineer, Ministry for Power and Renewable Energy. You are welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for having me.
We also have the Engineer Adamu Aliu Beji. He's the Deputy Provost Administration, MENA Institute of Technology and Innovation. He's also the State Chairman, Nigerian Engineering Technologist, Niger State branch. You are welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
And last but not the least, we have Engineer Muhammad Isa Lado. He's a member of the Niger State Society of Engineers. You are welcome to the program. Thank you so much. Let me start with the chairman, Engineer Dr. Mohammed Liman. Looking at the role of engineering in building the society, in making the society what it is, what can you say in the first place? What can you tell us about the Nigerian Society of Engineers? What necessitates the formation of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, and what role has it been playing?
Thank you, Dr. Antela. First, I would like to thank you sincerely for having us. I want also to use this medium to wish our listeners Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you. Going back to your question, Nigerian Society of Engineers is the national umbrella body for all engineering organizations in Nigeria. This was established since 1958, and it has 89 branches across Nigeria, and the diaspora. Presently, we are very much engaged in activities that promote the advancement of engineering education, research, and practice of engineering in all its ramifications. This body, like some of its counterparts, has distinguished itself through progressive and imaginative programs, and provides an avenue for professionals to develop their capacities and to lead to the technological advancement of the country.
Exactly. Okay, thank you so much, the chairman. Looking at the annual activities of the World Engineering, which is also marked every year, the Nigerian Society of Engineers is joining the rest of the world to mark this day. What is the theme of this year's celebration?
Thank you. The theme of this year's celebration is shaping our sustainable future through engineering. And I want to add that the World Engineering Day is a day that is being celebrated 4th of March every year. It's a joint initiative of UNESCO and the World Federation of Engineering Organizations. And this day is initiated to recognize the achievement of engineers worldwide and also to promote public understanding of the importance of engineering and technology. And I would like to remind you, Dr. Dantala, if you remember last night you had a good sleep, you used your air conditioner, that is a product of engineers. This morning again, very early you took your bath, that water was processed by engineers. You took your car to the office, another product of engineers. And here we are using some equipment and tools, you know, to broadcast this activity. Yet again, we are using the products of engineers and engineering works. You have not said thank you, sir.
Yes, okay, thank you, sir.
So that is what we have been doing. As engineers, we are those that design, construct, and maintain machines, structures, processes. And we are always working behind the scene just to see that people are comfortable, providing a very comfortable life. And that's what we do as engineers.
Okay. Thank you so much, Engineer Dr. Mohammed Liman Yerima. Okay, Engineer Ndagi Omoman, looking at the fact that engineering has come a long way, and it has been there right from time, from medieval time up till now, and just as the chairman have submitted, that it has played a significant role in our lives, looking at some of the examples he cited. Over time, we have some kind of successes that we can say may have been recorded through engineering. Maybe if you can shed more light on some of these successes that may have achieved by the Nigerian Society of Engineers.
As Chairman already itemized, mine is just to emphasize on it. A lot of engineering success is everywhere in the world. Look at aid sector, transportation sector, agricultural sector, every sector, engineering play a key role. And that is why, as an engineer, we always emphasize, the issue of capacity building, because we know there is mistake in every sector, but in engineering it's always more devastating. Taking cognizance of the role, key role we play. Because, example now, a medical doctor can make a mistake in the theater. The worst scenario is to keep that particular patient involved. Whereas in engineering, if as an electrical engineer, I'm an electrical engineer, made any mistake in my design, recommend inappropriate cable size, that will cause fire. And you know what fire means? A lot, 100 people can lose their life in the power sector. So the importance of engineering is overemphasizing. But the issue of quackery, we just have to knock it down so that we achieve what engineering made to be achieved. Thank you, Dr.
Okay, thank you so much. Of course, mistakes in engineering can cost a lot of lives. Over time, we've been having so many issues like that, even in Nigeria. But let me come back to the chairman. How do you intend to domesticate this year's theme in Nigeria?
That is already going on. We have commenced domesticating our activities since yesterday. There are a lot of programs that are going on nationwide, public lectures, conferences, seminars, public awareness programs. Here in Mina, we commenced yesterday by planting some trees. We had a tree planting exercise yesterday, and that's our own contribution, you know, to a greener environment. Again, today we are here, and after this talk, we intend to pay a visit to a school, you know, to have a mentorship talk at Gidankwano Secondary School, and we intend to, you know, inspire the students so that the next generation can also, pursue a career in engineering, so that sustainability will be there. So, and thereafter we intend to engage in humanitarian activities in which we are going to pay visits, to the orphanage home, to make some charitable donations. And that's what we intend to do. It's going to be a low-key, unlike what we used to do over the years because of the spirit of the Ramadan season. But at Nigerian Society of Engineers, we have been a very active branch before now. We have series of programs that goes around all through the year, technical sessions, public lectures, and a lot of other activities are there. So this we just take this time to do some little, activities, unlike other years because of the Ramadan fast.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me still come back to Engineer Ndagi Moman. You've just talked about bringing down issues of quackery.
Yes, sir.
And how can one become a registered engineer, since quackery, issue of dealing with quackery is now on? And I know that a lot of people, after going through schools, they may also want to join the Nigerian Society of Engineers. What are those steps that one need to take?
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. But if you observe, Chairman made mention that today we have a program called Career Mentorship Program that in few hours by now we'll be going to the secondary school, Gidankwa Tunga. But for going by the question you asked, to become a qualified engineer started from the root. What I mean by the root, the institution you attend to acquire to study engineering is very important. If you want to study, if you want to become an engineer, we always advise a parent and guardian, make sure the institution you are sending your word to, is it registered by Koren? Koren is our umbrella body, Council of Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria. Make sure that school you are attending, either diploma, HND, or degree in that institution is recognized, is registered with Koren, is accredited by with Koren. That's where it begins. Your being qualification begins, and after your successful completion, you have to register with Nigerian Society of Engineers, then Council of Regulation of Engineers. Let's start with registration with us, Nigerian Society of Engineers. Nigerian Society of Engineers, we have category of membership. We have a student membership, graduate membership, corporate membership, then the highest, which is where my chairman, that's the peak. Already my chairman, with glory of God, is already at that peak, fellowship. So student, being a student membership, as I emphasized earlier, that institution has to be a registered, a recognized, accredited institution by Koren before you become registered. If you are studying electrical, mechanical, civil in that school, you can approach Nigerian Society of Engineers that you want to become their student member. The floor is open. Is your institution recognized by Koren? Yes. And immediately after your graduation in the school, you can still become you now go to another step, which is graduate membership. Even before, once you collect your NYC call-up, you can upgrade your membership status to graduation, to graduate membership. And after that, this is where engineers different with other professions. As a medical doctor or architect, once you graduate, you become their member. In our own case, you have to spend 4 years on probation. After that graduation membership, you spend 4 years of probation. Make sure that we are organization you are working align with our engineer profession. Align with our engineer profession. You now serve in that organization for 4 years, then you now become a corporate member. And once you have become a corporate member, you can register freely to Koren, even without writing any exam. Then seal and stamp will be given to you. Once you get the seal and stamp, then you are being recognized as an engineer. And the good part of it, once you are recognized as an engineer nationwide, you are not only recognized worldwide, you are being recognized. Recently, Nigerian engineers has just become a member of Commonwealth, Geneva, so and that makes you recognition worldwide. So you can, once you are being satisfied, recognized as a registered engineer in Nigeria, you are free to go anywhere in the country and practice in the world and practice.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Engineer Ndagi Momon. Over the years, Mr. Chairman, we've had issues with building collapse in Nigeria, especially, and these are some of the ugly situations that have come to be related to engineering. He has just talked about how to strengthen the records to ensure that one is a registered engineer to avoid quackery. But again, building collapse have continued. What could have been the causes of this building collapse, and how has the society been able to mitigate this issue?
Thank you. The issue of building collapse is of very high concern. Essentially, in Nigeria, the major cause of a building collapse, is due to structural issues, but that can be, connected fundamentally, to the non-engagement of qualified engineers. And when we say non-qualified engineers, we are referring to quacks in the profession. Engineers essentially are responsible for the design, construction, and supervision of building projects. Now, when you engage quack, it's very likely that there can be mistake at every level. When you talk of the design, when you talk of the building activity itself and the supervision itself, because during the design, when you engage an unqualified personnel, it's likely that the best practices will not be followed. And also, during the construction, there can be mistakes, without during the design phase, it's likely that designs can be made with errors. And also, on the issue of supervision, there may be errors. Errors can go unnoticed, and these are issues of concern that already Current has looked at it at the council level, and the engineering regulation monitoring is being established presently in every state, and their responsibility is to look around and regulate all engineering activities within states. Here in Niger State, we have the ERM in place, and the ERM have commenced work. And some of the responsibilities is to go into any project that is engineering related, to seek for those that are in charge of that particular project, especially engineers, to ensure that engineers are involved. People tend to shy away from engaging engineers because some of them feel that they are expensive. But at the end of the day, you run away from a qualified engineer, then you go and spend more because you can run into trouble, you can lose, lives can be lost, properties can be damaged. So essentially, the ERM goes around to ensure that projects, is it road, is it building constructions, that there are qualified engineers, because these days everybody wants to be called engineer. When you go to a site, you will see an architect or a builder or a quantity surveyor or any other foreman at the site being referred to as an engineer, whereas he has never been an engineer. So that is why we are using this kind of platform, to sensitize the public. Always, engage a qualified engineer. A qualified engineer is one that has gone through an academic training, just like the General Secretary have said. under an current accredited institution, and he has also has some professional experience, not less than 4 years post-graduation experience. Before he is being recognized again, he is also being drilled. You know, he would have prepared a report, you know, that is being supervised by an experienced engineer in the field, and he is going to also be interviewed to be confirmed that yes, he deserves, you know, to be recognized as an engineer to be able to practice in Nigeria and the world.
Okay, thank you so much, Engineer Dr. Mohammed Liman Yerima, fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers. You can also be part of this conversation through the number 09038 808883. You can equally visit our Facebook page on Prestigefm91.7 FM to actually view us live, and also sending your text messages. Your contributions this morning will also add a lot of spice to the discussion. And we are looking at the activities of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Niger State Branch. The society is marking World Engineering Day, and of course Nigeria and Niger State in particular is not left out. We are also celebrating this, and of course issues are being raised concerning the activities. Okay, we have the first caller. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, yes. Oh, we've missed the caller. We hope you call back to actually make your contributions to the program. Like I said, you can visit our Facebook page on Prestigefm91.7mx to actually send in your text messages. Okay, we have the first message here from Jafar Ibrahim Bendiga. He's saying, good morning, and the esteemed guest in the studio, happy new week and Ramadan Kareem. Domesticating key issues is a crucial step towards harnessing local expertise and driving sustainable development. I commend the Nigerian Society of Engineers for their efforts in promoting indigenous solutions to our nation's challenges. It's enlightening to hear the Nigerian Society of Engineers joining the global community in marking their yearly activities. Domesticating key issues is a crucial step towards harnessing local expertise and driving sustainable development. Thank you so much, Jafar Ibrahim Bendiga. And okay, before we move on, we have another caller. Hello, good morning. We've missed this caller again. The chairman, looking at this effort of domesticating key issues in engineering activities in Nigeria, what are those seeming challenges that the society have been facing over time, and how do you intend to overcome them?
Thank you. It's just like what we have itemized earlier. In the Nigerian Society of Engineers, some of the challenges that we encounter is the patronage for Nigerian engineers. Yeah, you realize that a lot of innovations and inventions, you know, and the skill of the Nigerian engineer is not mostly, you know, patronized as compared to foreign, you know, products. In Nigeria today, we have indigenous capacities, but you tend to see in most cases people, you know, is it government organizations, government agencies patronizing foreign, you know, professionals when it comes to road construction, when it comes to Nigerian products like vehicles and the rest. So what we are looking at is that we have a situation where people tend to patronize more of external products. So some of those are our challenges, and we feel that given the opportunity, if the Nigerian engineer, you know, can be encouraged, just like what we have in other climes like China, you have a system where engineers are being supported. You know, their borders are completely sealed against, you know, foreign products. So you allow the indigenous engineers, you know, to grow, to have more experience, to build more skills, you know. And other issues are also connected to the quackery that we have just mentioned. People tend to shy away because they feel that engineers are more expensive. So they tend to, you know, go for non-qualified personnel, you know. And some of these issues, you know, lead to brain drain, where you have a situation where people will prefer to even travel out, you know, to go to greener, you know, environments where they will get a better offer. And those are some of the challenges, you know, that we are looking at. And already we have the Nigerian Society of Engineers, you know, making, you know, some moves, you know, to encourage, you know, the government and even our members, you know, to continue to thrive, to make efforts in creating environments that engineers can thrive in the country.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me come back to Engineer Ndagi Moman. Multinationals, multinational corporations,
Yes, sir.
that is foreign companies,
Yes, sir.
are the ones that are mostly engaged by the government to carry out either construction activities and sometimes even some engineering works.
Yes, sir.
And in most situations, many of the site foremen that you see with these foreign companies
Yes,
are not professional engineers.
Yes, sir.
And yet, the government keep patronizing some of these multinationals. What is the Nigerian Society of Engineers doing to ensure that engineers are also roped in or brought in to the fold to ensure monitoring and evaluation of their activities?
Thank you. The issue of local patronage has been an issue of concern, but as you say, Nigerian Society of Engineers has been working hard at national and even in our branches level. At national, there are a very standard committee set up to liaise with the government on need to engage the local engineer to avoid a brain drain. Our EA, as far as Niger State is concerned too, we have met with several key stakeholders in the state to see the reason why, the benefit on why, because if you want someone to just let him know the benefit, what do you tend to achieve. We have met with several stakeholders on why there's need for them to patronize us and what they will be benefited on patronizing us. And the chairman also made mention of ERM on board. In Niger State, the ERM is working, and you can't believe the government is truly giving us a ERM support. The past, the former governor he submitted, he donated a land for ERM to be effective, and the ERM is very effective. But as I say, the lobbying will continue lobbying, will continue making them see reason why it's very important, why there's a need to patronize a local engineer. Local Nigerian engineers are doing wonderful work. I made mention earlier that once you are registered, once you are a qualified registered engineer in Nigeria, you can go into UK, go into Germany to practice freely. Why? Because we are being tested and trusted. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And finally, let me come back to the chairman, engineer Dr. Mohammed Liman. Maybe you can take some of your submissions from another angle. Why the multinational companies that are being given contracts in Nigeria appear not to be bothered to get the services of Nigerian engineers to serve either maybe as supervisors or even the ministry engaging local engineers to oversee the activities of some of these multinationals?
It's not we are not saying that absolutely Nigerian engineers are not engaged in multinational companies. we have some numbers of our colleagues, Nigerian engineers that are working with this multinational. But you would agree with me that some of these companies, have been in the construction companies for several years, many years. They have built a lot of capacities, and they are very, very skilled. They are not, most of them, have a very high technology that cannot be compared to our local, competencies. But what we are saying is that for Nigeria to also succeed, for us to get there, we must have a government policy in place, whereas, these are foreigners or multinationals, will be, less patronized as compared to the local, engineers. We agree that they are doing very well, and we have a system, even as we, run our ERM, to also checkmate, to monitor, their compliance. We under current, they have a room where they can also register as qualified engineers to be able to practice in Nigeria. Some of them are already registering, but we have a good number, that are not even qualified to be registered as engineers. So what we are doing, we have an ERM who goes around, to look at the register of these companies, who do we have that are being qualified or are being licensed to even practice in Nigeria. Those are some of the steps that NSE is taking, so that to encourage them to also be registered to be able to practice in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you so much. As quickly as possible, your activities today?
Yes, after this radio talk, we will be having a career mentorship talk at GSS Gidankwan. We also have a charitable donation that will be engaged in orphanage home. Yesterday we have a tree planting exercise. So we have other programs that are going on nationwide. Most of the programs we have, are on digital platforms. So we are very, very busy at the moment.
Okay. Thank you so much, Engineer Dr. Mohammed Liman Yerima, Fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers and Chairman, Nigerian Society of Engineers, Niger State Branch. He's also the Provost, Mina Institute of Technology and Innovation, Mina, Niger State. We also appreciate the contributions of Engineer Ndagi Ndaman. He's also a member, Nigerian Society of Engineers, and General Secretary, Nigerian Society of Engineers, Mina Branch. He's also the Chief Electrical Engineer, Niger State Electricity Regulatory Commission. We also appreciate the support of Engineer Abubakar Kawu Aliu, member, Nigerian Society of Engineers, and Technical Secretary, Nigerian Society of Engineers, Mina Branch. He's also the Chief Mechanical Engineer, Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy. Engineer Adamu Aliu Beji, we appreciate your presence. Thank you so much. And also Engineer Mohammed Isa Lado, member, Nigerian Society of Engineers. Thank you so much for being here. And listeners, we hope you have enjoyed the program. You have been informed, you have been educated. Keep a date with us when we come your way with another edition of the program, Nigeria Today. And on behalf of everyone in the studio, especially Stephen Jia, who brought us live on our Facebook page, Ahmed Issa Sakbi has been the DC on duty. And on behalf of them, my name is Mohammed Dantala Ali.
Your number one station.
91.7 Prestige FM.